Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be playing another episode of our War in the Pacific campaign mod playthrough. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Where was I? Excuse me. Alright, so we got Task Force Pensacola, who's heading back to Midway to rearm after bombarding Cosray. We have the Carrier Task Force, who's just been assigned a new box here after being dispatched to escort the Pensacola into Cosray. We had what looked to have been carrier aircraft. Kind of too far from Wake, to be honest. It almost had to be carrier aircraft that flew over USNS Fleet 3 but did not actually attack, thankfully. So, carriers somewhere in the vicinity. We still don't know where. Troops were deposited on Santa Cruz. They've effectively taken control of Santa Cruz. The Invasion Force Australia has been retasked to head to Guadalcanal instead, as they're not needed in Santa Cruz. And I think that covers where we are at this point. Yes? Yes, so we're going to go ahead and start the clock and get the game underway. Sunderlands are going to do the Sunderland thing, aren't they? Okay, so pause. So I've gotten one comment I want to address. I've possibly have addressed this before, but it's been I have had a large time break between content. I tend to get really active for a while, and then I tend to take like a half-year sabbatical, and then I come back roaring again. That has been the kind of how my channel's gone to date. Anyways, some of you might be new, have just showed up since I've come back. Others of you may not, but if you've been around, you know that I do clear my throat a lot, and that is just, it's a me thing. I don't exactly know why I do it. I've suffered from asthma most of my life. I easily get upper respiratory infections. I just have a very phlegmy throat, and I don't like the phlegm in my throat, so I often clear my throat. And I can understand how it can get annoying for people watching, and I apologize, but I'm just defective in that manner, and I'd ask that you forgive my defect. It's certainly not something I want to do. Well, I do. I mean, I want to clear my throat because I don't like having the phlegm in it, but if I could train myself not to somehow, I would happily do so, but I do it without even realizing I'm doing it most of the time. So yeah, throat clearing is just a defect for me that, you know, none of us are perfect. We all have our issues, and that's mine. So there you have it. As for the comments about water or whatever, I am frequently drinking whenever I do content. In fact, if you listen carefully, you can probably note the times that I'm drinking while I'm doing episodes, as I've never been very subtle about it. So it's probably pretty easy to pick up when I do have a drink from time to time. And I'm not really doing that because of the throat clearing and the phlegm drinking. It's just because I, get thirsty. And I tend to drink a lot of water. Always have. I've been a big water drinker. It's just a thing I do. Used to drink a lot of soda too, but I've been trying to change my soda ways. Now I kind of like give myself a glass of soda a day, and then the rest of the time it's water. Why are these Sunderlands back here and those are way out there? I'm confused. Oh. Because I see. They haven't even managed to get to where they're going. Okay, you can apply there. You're doing that. You're doing that. You can go there. Alright, I think that's the Sunderlands out and working. And yeah, we stopped bothering with the Mariners and Catalinas. We have more Wildcats now that we're a level 2. That is a good point. So let's get those out, shall we? I don't know. Let's redo that. Slightly more coverage. It's not a lot of coverage with these wildcats. But it's, you know, something's better than nothing. Dauntlesses? Well, that's interesting. How interesting is this? Wow. Yeah, while it's interesting, I don't think we're going to be going after it. Ignore. I mean, we could try to strafe with the Dauntless itself. Might not have been a bad idea. Which leg of your journey are you on? You're there. But what is interesting is that there's evidently a shipping lane here. We could stick the flying fish there. Yeah, but I want the flying fish here where Lay is. The drum hasn't really seen jack diddly squat doing this box here. It hasn't. You know what, drum? Bring yourself up here. We're gonna get rid of drum's box. If we know that there's possible food floating around up there, well, we might as well take advantage of it. Maybe it would make more sense to send drum here and flying fish there. You're not wrong. Yeah, okay. Speaking of food, we found some. And wow. We are light on the old bowfighters. Huh. Alright, well, the bowfighters are going to get some torpedo practice in here. Or not bowfighters, but bowforts. Excuse me. Are you going the wrong direction? Yeah, you're going the wrong direction. And these guys are slower to get over here than the bowfighters are. Whoa. We should be getting around the mark here. Holy cats, look at that. The weather is frightful. %20 visibility. I don't think we're gonna find this food. I mean, we can try. Should we try? Is it really worth it? I don't know about this monsoon searching. I think we give up. Just come on back. You're not going to find that without a Sunderland's help. It's where I wish I could like throw a Sunderland into my groups like that to help them find their targets. I'd hate to live in this region. Hurricanes like every other day? Must suck. Oh, Killerfish, you need to do something about your weather modeling. You know, I get that it's interesting to have heavy seas now and again, but every day it's kind of ridiculous. Task Force. Australia is making her final run on Guadalcanal. How safe this is another story. Raboul could possibly get aircraft over here. Shortland, still at level 1, could possibly get aircraft over here, so it's not a completely safe invasion. Alright, I think that should be close enough. Right, or not invasion. We want Guadalcanal. It's looking like it's in our advantage. Yep. Just exactly what I was worried about. Alright. Invasion Force Australia does have a heavier escort than some of the other fleets. So there's that. Oh, this is a heavy cruiser. I could have a spotting planes flying out from it, right? I sure could. Maybe. It might not have spotting planes. It's an Aussie heavy cruiser, so I'm not sure if they have them. I'll look later. Vendetta, Vampire, go ahead and turn on your sonar. What is the speed of the group right now? 11 knots. Here they come. Twin engine fighters. Interesting choices of targets. Alright, well, you're both on fires already. That one shot down. You did much better. Slow the fleet. Actually, the fact that this is going to take some speed from the funnel damage loss, or not, isn't a big deal because she's faster than these centaurs. Alright, we're all healthy again. Let's just double check. Yep. Little scratching of the paint over here. Oh! Okay, so these centaurs are hospital ships, huh? Right. Definitely hospital ships. How dare those evil Japanese shoot at hospital ships? Alright. Treat. Yes. Leave. Confirm. Here comes the more dangerous planes. Vampire. Brake. Speed up. Bring yourself that way, ASAP. What are these? Bombs? Yeah. Go ahead and brake. Yep. Woo! We got hit by a dud. Rudder amidships. Slow down. Some near miss damage. Alright, there we go. We've survived another air attack. Hopefully that will be the last of it. And what did I want to check? I wanted to check, is the Australia... It has walrus. Okay. Go ahead and launch it. Nah. Let's do a tighter circle. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we might lose a walrus. Begin! Orders. They don't seem to be interested in the walrus. Anyway, climb and speed up. With that being said, maybe they are interested in the walrus. Dive instead. Alright, they're making a run. Interesting. He's going for a warship, huh? Alright. How much paint did you scar this time? And it was, I think, the Australia that was, yeah. Okay, fires are out. Oh, walrus. I told you to hug the deck, didn't I? Take a little bit of altitude so you don't run into a ship. Alright, Australia, have you finished up? Yep. Okay. Double check. everybody's good to go. Two aircraft lost. The Japanese. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Small victories that don't matter. Alright, we're getting... The flying fish is close enough into position where I think I will crater box. Something nice and tight and small. Like that. Okay. Really? This just happens to have to happen right where the damn flying fish is, huh? Orders. Dive. Speed up. Get altitude. What are these? Okay, flying fish is deep enough to escape? Yes. Alright, Dauntless, you're out of here. Dockyard. Salt Lake City still has 2 days. Task Force Pensacola. Rearm. Nothing happened. Am I not close enough? Do you not have... You don't have the engineering and fuel. Well, that's a thing. Okay, Task Force Pensacola, you can just sit here in dock then. Shore leave. Shore leave for the task force. The brothels will be busy tonight. Alright, we have a fleet arriving in Tarawa here. Fleet 2. Unload all cargo. How's Tarawa looking now? Not enough for level 3 yet. Okay, air operations available. So I'm starting to wonder about Tarawa, actually. I really was expecting to see more enemy carrier activity over here around Tarawa. Yet, we haven't. I mean, we've seen signs of enemy carriers in the area, and we have sunk an enemy carrier in this area. But it isn't as infested as I thought it would be. We aren't coming across carrier fleets regularly here through spotting. So my thought process is my investment in Tarawa really worth it? Because, well, it's Mariners and Catalinas, which I don't think people give the Mariners and Catalinas enough respect. They are dangerous planes because they can carry a whole ton of torpedoes. However, they're dangerous planes that are very easy to shoot down that carry a whole ton of torpedoes. So when you launch a group of Mariners and Catalinas, it's kind of a suicide trip, right? They're not coming back, but typically what they drop on isn't coming back either. So those planes would, seriously, they'd be awesome for hunting battleships, Yamatos. They'd be welcome down here where the battleships keep showing up. But for carriers, I mean, torpedoes are certainly useful for any ship, but for carriers, it's a little easier to burn a carrier to death with high explosive bombs. And carriers tend to have this horrible thing called CAP, which is, you know, enemy fighter aircraft that are willing to defend it. Those aren't the best planes for trying to attack a carrier with. So investing a lot in Tarawa. Maybe I'll leave it at level 2. No, I've already got fleet come down. I might as well finish level 3. Yeah, I'll finish level 3. Just for the ability to spot here and secure the sea lanes in this area, I think is well worth it. No matter what, it is securing our sea lanes. So yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Alright, this fleet is going to sit here a bit, as Santa Cruz hasn't really finished. It's still fighting the good fight. So until Santa Cruz is finished fighting the good fight, task force, the invasion force, Australia is just going to sit there. And the Pensacola task force is just going to sit there because there's no ability to rearm, because there's no engineering and fuel right now in Midway. And why is that? Because we've been doing such an effective job of shuttling stuff down to Tarawa that we've been able to empty Midway completely in the time it takes for Midway to get a new shipment from the actual US. So our infrastructure for shuttling supply to Tarawa is faster than Midway receiving it from San Diego and Honolulu. So I guess that's good for us, right? It shows that we have an effective supply infrastructure in place, and maybe San Diego needs to get its butt in gear, start getting the resources over here faster. And of course, that's roleplay. It's a new day. Get the time started. Actually, we have a sub that has arrived to its area, the drum. Mr. Drum, I would like you to patrol that box. I'm going to put some marks down just for future purposes. There, and right in here. I kind of want to change this one a little bit. There. You might be wondering what I'm doing, or some of you might know exactly what I'm doing. I'm kind of marking the area where we're kind of missing gaps in the coverage of our Wildcats coming out here, so that when Tarawa does upgrade here fairly soon, when this fleet comes in. Whoa, stop the presses. We have Flying Fish has spotted food. Could this be our first submarine engagement of this Let's Play? Okay, Flying Fish. Periscope depth, please. Aren't you already at periscope depth? Yeah, you are. Okay. So, there is no destroyer escorting these guys. so we can pretty much have our way with them. What do we got here? Oiler, of course. And this front ship is probably armed. Most of the ships are armed, so just don't even fall for the they're not armed BS. I think I've found one model that doesn't actually have a gun that fires. All the rest have magical guns that shoot out of the side of the hull. Yeah, here we go. What the hell is going on here? Really? No depth charges. Do you see my... No, I don't think they've twigged. Don't think they've twigged. They should have seen my feather. At the very least, they should have, if they did see my feather, they should have radioed to these guys to, hey, stop maintaining constant speed and bearing. Oh, sorry, stop. Gonna fire 4 at a 1 degree spread. Off you go. Stop here. Retarget. Why 4? Because 2 torpedoes should be able to sink a transport. And with American torpedoes, you have to assume that 2 of them are going to be duds. That's why I chose to fire 4. Right, this is going to cause the other target to change course. Well, if all 4 hit, well, that's definitely a sunk boat. We'll take that. That's not what I want to do. So you want to run. We're going to fire 1 and only 1 in the hopes that we hit her, because this is not a good angle. But if we do hit her, we should hit her in her propulsion, which will bring her running to a stop. And that's providing that the torpedo is not a dud, because this is going to be a rough angle. Come on, bring her to a stop. That's exactly what we want to see. Alright, let's just speed this up. She might sink with just the one torpedo with that fire. But if she doesn't, I'm going to position the flying fish to get a stern tube shot. Oh, secondary explosion. How bad is she? Heavy, heavy? Alright, flying fish. Turn away. Oh, come on. Orders. Hello, McFly. She's right there. Oh, come on. That's lame. Alright, let's let it steady out here. Fire one stern tube to finish her off. Okay, or she's gonna go down anyway without the use of the torp. And that should be a successful hunt. Thank you. She's going down. Yay. ahead and retreat out of here. Okay, so 6 torps used to sink 2 merchants. I'll take it. This might be a good spot to get us some food. I'm kind of glad we set up there. Alright, USNS Fleet 1, unload all cargo. Tarawa? You have the engineering and fuel to go to level 3. That'll leave leftover 48 fuel. Leftover 200 or so engineering. And a leftover 9,000 some supply. Alright, do it. And that gives us 3 more Wildcats. Alright, we've filled in those bigger blind spots. Food! What's the weather? Well, 6 is less than 8. Milne? We've got some bow fighters now. Okay. She's right there. Bow fighters. Gonna fly right over that. sadly, we lost one. Shit! 4's been hit! And around we go. Where we stop, only one knows. Another one's down. That's the freaking, it's the vanilla ship. Its gunnery is good. I'm pretty sure that's the vanilla ship. How did we do on the run? Heavy, moderate. Let's come at it from the front. God damn! Yeah, she's down. It's all over but the waiting. Wow. She does not want to kick the bucket. Thank you, finally. Alright, we are out of here. We lost a few too many planes on that encounter, but that happens from time to time. Sometimes the food fights back. What is this? Really? Well, guess we're gonna have to go to tactical now. Okay, she's below the waves. What do we have here? We have a full-sized escort? Oh, what is this? Is this an invasion force headed for Tarawa? Huh. Very interesting. What are you? Let's go ahead and target 5. Recognition manual. No, Japanese. Yeah, that's you. What is your compliment? 9 clods, huh? Alright, Mr. Dauntless. You are, well, you're in an interesting location here. I don't think you're coming home. But we'll try to get you out of here. Head that way. Wonder what the speed is on these guys. Dauntless might be able to outrun them. Alright, flying fish. You have food to attempt to eat. Let's navigate you this way. I need to keep in mind there's actually destroyers in this group. Well, I mean, I say that. But what kind of destroyers do we have here? Because some Japanese destroyers are not, well, useful when it comes to submarine activities. Recognition manual. What is that Wakataki? I think it's the Wakataki. No, it's the Moshi. Where is it? It should be the very bottom of the... Huh? Have they classified these ones as destroyer escorts? They have. Okay. And yeah, the Momi, I'm almost positive, has no sonar. So the question is how many Momis do we have here? Can we go back to, what was I looking at? What do they look like? One gun forward, one gun facing forward, amidships, one gun aft. Forward, amidships, 2 aft. Okay, this could be a Wakataki, which I believe does actually have sonar. Where is the Wakataki? Oh, I'm looking at the... No, the Wakataki looks just like the Momi. Minekaze? No. Kamikaze? That's a Kamikaze. Some sonar. Actually, this is the one I should be most concerned with. Oh. A 4-stack light cruiser. Same configuration. This is so... There is sonar capability here. Not the greatest sonar capability, but it exists. With that being said, we should start getting this underway. Go ahead and all the way up to 9. Can I use the ruler in this? Yes. I'm starting to wonder if this, if the target I'm targeting is really the best target. Clods are not exactly... Well, actually, clods might be enough to screw with my Mariners and Catalinas now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think we'll still keep targeting the escort carrier. Dauntless managed to escape. Alright, this is just going to take a little bit of time here. I might have to attempt to use radar here for solution purposes. I would rather not have to, if at all possible. Slow her down a bit. I wonder if this 4-stacker wouldn't be a better target. I mean... Well, you're the most valuable piece of this puzzle. I'm not going to hit you. Take the easy target. This group is a long ways away from Tarawa yet. We can still hit it with the carrier. We can hit it with Tarawa. Let's just take the easiest opportunity here. And if I'm probably good enough right now where I'm at. From here to... yeah, that's going to be like point blank. Do I have a layer? No layer. Sea State 5. This is the most capable destroyer. I'm assuming that's a Yaguma. Actually, it's probably the most valuable target here. It's the only one with radar, I would assume, if it is a Yaguma. I feel like I've gotten myself too close. Well, we can always sink her if she attempts to engage us. Yeah, we're gonna fight our way out. How is the solution coming? Okay. For a light cruiser. Do I want to go all 6? Five? I'll go 5. 1 degree spread. Nah, all 6. Yeah. Fire. Alright. They cleared. I assume so. This way. Dive. Silent. Click on that send day, please. Can we click on one of the fish, maybe? Doesn't seem to want to let us. They're right here. She's gonna get smashed. Damn dud. Damn dud. One went behind her. So 3 hits. Should be enough to sink a light cruiser. Really, honestly should. Number 8 hasn't moved an inch towards me. And down she goes. You know, I've got half a mind to take a pop shot at this destroyer. Or destroyer escort, excuse me. With the stern tubes. Straighten out. Periscope. Where are you? Is that my target? Oh no, that's my target. That's the destroyer that's gonna end up sinking me because I'm being an idiot. Fire. Stop. Target. One torpedo. Fire one. Stern tubes are out. Dive. Silent. No. That way. I see the torps there. I think she's turned on me. This one's noticed the torps, but she's still gonna take one. Maybe two? That one should be enough, though. Alright, what's going on here? Did you avoid? Okay, flying fish. Periscope depth. Torps. Stop from silent. No more silent. Actually, I don't think she knows where I am. Sorry guys, exercising and diving. Dive back down and make your course that way. Did we sink her? Yeah, we did. Sweet. I'm not even running silent right now. Alright, how long is it going to take to retreat? What, 0? What happened to the timer? There should be a timer on this type of battle. I don't believe they have a chance of catching me, of finding me. She looks utterly confused. Her bow is not facing anywhere near us. I really think we're home free, so I'm gonna take the retreat. I know that was a bit strange, going after a crappy little destroyer escort. And it might have been an odd choice to take the light cruiser. But sometimes taking out the warships leaves the rest of the merchants as more of a sitting duck for your air power and other means of dealing with them. So sometimes you might want to take the easier things to kill with your subs. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you have plenty of time to whittle down the fleet. Which I believe we do. Do we want to attempt a night raid? 540 is a bit of a distance. Avengers can't do it. Only the Dauntlesses would be capable. Easily capable if we take the... let's go for it. What the heck? I mean... We're not going to have to fight fighters because we're going to be arriving at the night time. They have an escort carrier. They have merchants. They have merchants. So let's think about merchants going about a steady 15 knots. How many hours? It'll probably take our planes maybe an hour, hour and a half. It's 5:48, 6:48, 7:48. So it's definitely going to be a nighttime. Let's figure they're going to go 15, 20, about 22 nautical miles from their position. And we want to assume they're heading to Tarawa. Do we want to assume that? Well, I do. Okay, so... even if they go that far, they'll still be within the tactical circle. .2 hours. Alright, right about there then. Flying fish. You've done good work. Go rearm. You've sunk 3 ships. Go home. Be proud. Celebrate. Why are these guys hanging around here? Did they unload? I feel like you guys should be heading out of here. Come on. Let's pull off a night raid here. At least one time. I know it doesn't happen very often, but it would be cool if we could get it to happen this time. You know, they might have turned around. They very well could have been like, oh no, we've lost 2 of our escort ships. We need to scrub this mission. Nothing here. It was worth a try. I think it's always worth a try to score a night raid. Alright, it is that time, I think, where we're gonna wrap up this episode. So, in this episode, I think the U.S. Commander Subgroup Pacific Fleet has to be fairly happy with the performance of the Flying Fish. The first utilization of a U.S. submarine in the Pacific theater has happened, and it was successful. Of today's food that we've eaten, evidently we've eaten 6 ships today. 4 of which actually have come by submarine hands. So the Sendai and the Kamikaze, as well as an oiler and a merchant, were all sunk by a sub. The other 2 ships was air power. But yeah, that's not bad at all. Quite happy with that. Having that extra tactical tool at your disposal is really nice. Granted, we only have 2 of them right now. I don't expect that we'll have much more than 2. I might get a 3rd at some point, but I doubt we'll go more than 3. They're so damn expensive. And that's evidently because the player can utilize them very well, as we've saw in this episode. That's the argument for making them so expensive. But at the same time, of all the ships that you have at your disposal as a player, the submarine is the easiest one you can get sunk. You know, like in this particular Let's Play, I lost the Pensacola. That's the first time I've ever lost a capital ship in all of my Let's Plays. But subs, I've probably probably close to coming up on both hands worth of losses on subs. Though I'm conservative, I play fairly safely. I don't get a lot of ship losses, but it's likely you will see me lose a submarine at some point during this Let's Play series. So I think it's a high risk, high reward type unit, and at the cost of 30 points, I think it's a bit steep. I really do. I think subs would probably be better somewhere in between where they were, which was about 10, 12, and where they are at 30. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, around 20 to 22. The cost of a heavy cruiser would probably be a much better spot for submarines cost-wise. I think mods oftentimes go too extreme in some of the changes they make. And I think subs is certainly a place where I would say the subs would be better off at the 20-point range than the 30-point range. But anyway, I am James Johnson, aka Sulphurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. And until next time, all, peace.